brother got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Lee on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Again to Elliott. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it, and he whips that one incomplete there. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And now look at him go. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A gain of
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 29, Prescott on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
that
20.
one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Draw play, Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
With the score, Seahawks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
With the give to Ezekiel.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun, and he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. 30, past the 20.
What you doing out there, boy?
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
We know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A first down throw for Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. First down, Prescott.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Dallas.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Seahawks 19-yard line.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was taken down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
brought down.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
For Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete to Ezekiel Elliott.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Dallas.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll find a rookie from Oklahoma, C.D. Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 40-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.